Well, hey there, everybody, on this Monday afternoon. After I just got back renewing my driver's license, kind of had to do that. I supposed to do it technically by yesterday, but yesterday was Sunday because yesterday was my birthday. So yeah, I couldn't exactly do it yesterday, so I had to do that today. Well, this morning I did a video. We know now these 6 identities of the PWHL teams, and I kind of went through them, and I kind of showed what the logos look like. And now I kind of wanted to, I've looked at them, and I kind of want to rank them. I want to rank them as like what ones are my favorites, what ones I think are the best ones. And this is the thing. Just because, whichever team I have at 6th, it's not a bad name. They're not bad names. I think they actually are all pretty cool. I think they're all pretty cool. I think the logos are neat. And, it's not, it's not hating on a particular name or logo if they're ranked 6th. It's just, I kind of was looking at them and I'm like, what ones to me do I think are the best? And just looking through them. Now again, let me show again. Here are the logos and the names. The Boston Fleet, the Minnesota Frost, the Montreal Victories, the New York Sirens, the Autoa Charge, and the Toronto Scepters. Those are the logos and the names. I think they're all pretty cool. Definitely better than the ones that they had initially trademarked. Way better on all fronts. So I thought what I would do is I would rank them. And like I said, it's not that they're bad names. They're not bad names. Whichever team that I have, number 6, it's not a bad name. It's not a bad name. It's just, where I would rank them from 1 to 6 in each particular, of each particular team. And the team that I have coming in at number 6 to me is this team. The Montreal Victories, I have at number 6. I do like the name. I like the name. I like the logo. And it's interesting when you look at it, they also say, Victory de Montreal. And of course, it's spelled as the French version would. Instead of Montreal Victory, it's, Victories. Or no, it's not. Victory. There we go. There's no S there. I just realized that. It's not victory. Victories. Oh boy, my bad. That's not even the right spelling. Holy cow. Hang on. Oh, I-R-E. Okay. I-R-E. Okay. There we go. Might help if I actually spell the name right. Victory, but it's spelled O-I-R-E at the end. Not as we would normally spell victories or whatever. So the Montreal Victory is a cool name. I mean, it's a neat name. And again, it's got that French. It's got that French in it. It also, the logo has the fleur-de-lis in it, and it does. It's a cool logo. It's a cool name, and honestly, when you look at the kind of when you look at the logo, it literally looks like a baseball home plate. It literally looks like a home plate on a home plate on a baseball diamond. It's cool though. The colors are nice. The name is cool. The fleur de lis, it's really, really nice. I do like that one. Number 5. Now this one I've kind of gone back and forth on this one, but I think the one that I'm going with at number 5, like I said, I've kind of gone back and forth on this one, but I think what I'm going to do on this one at number 5, I'm going to put these guys. The New York Sirens. I got the Sirens at 5. Now, it's interesting when I watched the little, because I went through and I watched all the little introductory videos for the names on the PWHL, like the PWHL Facebook page. They have, as they introduce all of them, they have little introductory videos for each one. And I was thinking that there were, because New York Sirens, you're thinking, okay, fire department sirens, fire department, that kind of stuff. They didn't really have anything like that. It basically was, it showed the ladies playing the game. So it kind of had me thinking, okay, so they're basically calling the ladies sirens. Okay, I can get behind that. I'm fine with that. I can get behind that. And it's definitely interesting. And I do like the I like the logo on that one is kind of cool too. So yeah, the New York Sirens, definitely an interesting name, and yeah, I got them number 5. I was going back and forth between the Sirens and this team for number 4. And this team, we're putting at number 4. The Toronto Scepters. I got the Scepters at number 4. Now, I think they are pretty cool. That's it's an interesting name. And again, I like the watching the little video on Facebook. How they came up with it is really cool. I mean, they basically talked about the queen. They were showing images of like the king, the queen, and the scepters that they held, and that's kind of what they went with here. And it looked really cool. I really, really liked it. I really enjoyed it, and it's the kind of thing where you see it and you're like, okay, I can fully understand why they named the team that. And it's a really cool, way to do it. And to put the T, the T there with the S in there, and then the little thing on top like you would have on top of a scepter. It looked really cool. I really enjoyed that. And I really do like the name, and it is a pretty cool name. I am looking forward to seeing what the jerseys look like for sure on all of these. But yeah, the Toronto Scepters I have number 4. Number 3. Now this one, some people might have this one lower. To me, I kind of have it right dead smack in the middle, and that's these guys. The Autoa Charge. Now, I saw the logo, and I saw the logo, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. It was. I mean, it's an interesting logo. It's a C and everything, and it's just I'm not sure if they're trying to kind of hearken to the whole idea, charge, stuff like that. But it looks cool. I think the logo is nice. And I think the name kind of fits. I really, for a women's hockey team, I like it. The Autoa Charge. It looks really, really cool. And, it's interesting. And I mean, some people probably would have that a little lower. To me, I like it. I think it's cool. So I kind of have that right smack dab in the middle at number 3. Number 2. This one's a cool name. I really do like this. I like how they did this one. Now, some people aren't exactly sure what it is supposed to necessarily mean, but the Boston Fleet. The logo is really cool. The way they made the logo, they kind of made the logo. I mean, when you look at it, I almost when I first saw it, I kind of saw, like how a fish hook would be on either side. But then the more I looked at it, I'm like, no, they made that into an old school anchor. They made that into like how an old school anchor would look. And it looked really cool. And the fleet, of course, Boston's well known, for a lot of ships, and they're especially back in the old days, the old English fleet used to dock there, and they have a lot of ships there, and it's really neat. And I love how they did the logo. I think the logo is fantastic, especially too because I didn't exactly see it initially, but if you look at the logo for the Boston Fleet, I'll show it here. I'll try to see if you can see it up close. Look at the waves. It's got a wave pattern in the logo. I think that is really neat. And it looks cool. To me for Boston, it's fitting. It's kind of a fitting logo. It's a cool name, and I really, really like it. I think it really, really, really stands out. I think that logo is going to look fantastic on a jersey. Now, number 1, you can call me a homer all you want, but to me, this is the best. And it just, yeah. People will call me a homer, but this name is so fitting for the state of Minnesota. The Minnesota Frost. I have that as my number 1. And again, people can call me a homer or whatever. The Minnesota Frost is the most fitting name for a team, because when it gets cold here, which now we are starting to enter fall, we're going to start seeing temperatures drop, and it's going to get a little, quote unquote, frosty outside. Minnesota Frost. It makes sense. It embraces the idea of the natural cold weather that we have here, because I have said this for years when it comes to this state. This state does not have 4 seasons. This state has 2 seasons. It is winter and road construction. That's what we have in Minnesota. Because basically, it starts getting kind of chilly, like right around now, which honestly I'm kind of surprised we're still, at a halfway decent temperature right now. It's like 80 degrees outside, which is incredible. But it's going to start getting frosty soon. And it just, to me, the Frost is a perfect type of name. The logo, I think, is really nice. Because, if you look at the logo, you've got the F there, but it also looks like, kind of like how you would have an icicle. Like an icicle, frozen from like a rooftop. It's cool. I really like it. I look forward to seeing what that logo will look like. And I just think it is a fitting name for the first ever PWHL Walter Cup champions, the Minnesota Frost. I love it. I think it's cool. And yeah, so those are the 6 names. Those are the 6 names, the 6 identities, and where I personally have them ranked. Where would you rank the team names? Let me know in the comment section. Please, 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 it would be greatly appreciated if you would hit that like button, hit subscribe, let your friends know about the channel, because, you know, word of mouth is always awesome. Also, if you want to share this video or any other video from the channel, go ahead and do that. You can share that with your friends, share that with your family, share it with complete strangers or whatever. And yeah, so those are the rankings that I have for the 6 PWHL teams with their names. And yeah, I don't think it's too bad. So let me know what you guys think. Where would you rank them? Hit like and subscribe. I will see you guys later.